How's it going, guys? RealRadman here, back at it again with another video, and let's just get right into it. We're going to review the Coke Zero 400 at Daytona. A lot happened in this race, so let's not waste any time and let's get right into the end of stage one. The end of stage one was basically Dale Jr. versus Keselowski, but in the end, Keselowski would kind of be able to pull away. So Jr. was running second, and Keselowski would come home and win stage one. Nothing really crazy happened there. There was an incident between Ryan Blaney and Logano on pit road, but both kind of got away without any incident. You see Logano and Blaney finish in the top 5, so they didn't really have any issues finishing stage one. And then you see Michael McDowell. I'll talk about him because he had a pretty good run basically all night, and you'll see where he ended up at the end. So let's move on to stage two. Unfortunately, the heartwarming story, Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes a kind of a bad turn here. He has a flat tire apparently, or something that happened there. He said that he felt like he had a flat left rear, I think he said it was, or right rear, one of the two. And he got up into the wall. So unfortunately, he had to come down a pit road and try to get that fixed. He went 2 laps down, but the good news for you Junior fans, he was able to get back on the lead lap. So after a couple of cautions later on in the race, he would get back onto the lead lap, and then we'll talk about more about Junior's last race. This was the big one in stage 2 involving Busch, Kyle Larson, who got no damage from that, but multiple cars. Austin Dillon, he got involved in there. But you can see Kyle Busch, he actually had a flat tire going down. Kurt Busch did not turn him. Kyle Busch said he had a flat tire going down from contact with the 95 of Michael McDowell. That took out a couple of really nice cars there, including Logano, as you see Logano just going straight through the infield and not being able to control his car. So we go to the end of stage 2, and it's a battle between 2 Joe Gibbs cars, Kenseth and Denny Hamlin. In the end, Kenseth would be able to pull away very easily and go ahead and win stage 2. So at the end of stage 2, you see your results there. You have Kenseth taking it home with Hamlin, Johnson, Kurt Busch, and David Reagan, who also had a really nice run throughout the night. We move on to the beginning of stage 3, and this is where Chase Elliott has a little bit of trouble. He's 3 wide of Michael McDowell, and he gets turned. Trevor Bayne gets the worst part of it, but Chase Elliott also does get some damage, and he was never really the same throughout the rest of the race. And Trevor Bayne was out after that point. So we move on, and the big one of stage 3 really was this incident where Kevin Harvick just surprisingly lost it coming out of turn 2 and took out a couple of really good cars, including himself, including Dale Earnhardt Jr., the heartwarming story, including Brad Keselowski, and that kind of sucked there. So you can see here he just lost it. I actually don't know if he was having a flat tire there or what, but he just kind of spun out there. It seemed like he might have had a flat tire or something happened to that car. So unfortunately for Kevin Harvick, his night was over then, and also Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s night was over. So I apologize for all the Dale Jr. fans, even though I don't think it's his last race. Kasey Kahne goes for a spin in stage 3 on lap 121, and he had a very interesting night. He missed a bunch of wrecks. He spun a lot. He was involved in some stuff, but he was able to fight back. This was another big one. Luckily, that was not terrible. Kyle Larson, you saw he got airborne there. Gets Ryan Blaney involved as well. Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth also involved in this wreck. But this one could have been a lot worse. As you look at the replay, Kyle Larson goes airborne, gets back on the ground somehow. Kurt Busch takes this hard hit right there to the outside wall. Kenseth was actually running up front and then got shuffled back there, and unfortunately got caught up in that mess. But we'll take one more look at it. You could just see the lift that Kyle Larson gets, and you see Ricky Stenhouse basically go under him, and Kyle Larson. Luckily, the roof flaps employed, and a couple of good misses there by everyone else. Bubba Wallace basically drifting in there, but he was also caught up in that kind of wreck. But we move on to the end of the race, and you can see, if you look at the top 5, there are some interesting cars. David Reagan, Ty Dillon, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Menard, Michael McDowell, all these guys up here. And this was the big move of the race with 2 laps to go. Ricky Stenhouse is able to get the run on David Reagan and get below him and clear him. That was the big move of the race. David Reagan could not block it. Ricky Stenhouse got the pass made. And coming to the end, Ricky Stenhouse was able to fend off Paul Menard and Clint Bowyer and come home and win his 2nd race of the season, 2nd career win, both at restrictor plates. But look at this top 10, guys. This top 10 is great. Stenhouse, Bowyer, Menard, McDowell in 4th, Ryan Newman in 5th. If you move on to 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, look at those names. Reagan, Brendan Gaughan, Allmendinger, Eric Jones. I mean, it was insane. And I think Corey LaJoie finished 11th too. So just an insane way to finish the race. in my opinion, I thought the race was really hectic. I thought it was good too. The side drafting was very powerful. You guys could leave down in the comments what you thought of the race. I thought it was very good. The names that we don't see very much up in the front was a nice breath of fresh air. It wasn't really the young guns and it wasn't the veterans. It was just people who are just never really up there. So that was very nice to see. Chris Buescher finished in the top 10. It was a really nice race to see. Michael McDowell with a top 5 was great. I had an issue with him throughout the race. He was the one that kind of caused that Kyle Busch incident in stage 2, and he also kind of tried forcing a 3-wide move for no reason that ended up taking out Chase Elliott and Trevor Baynes. So I just didn't see the reason for that at that moment. But yeah, that was kind of I mean, he had a great run. So you have to do, when these restricted plate races come around, you gotta do what you gotta do because mayhem happens. So I don't really blame anyone there. But Dale Earnhardt Jr., unfortunately for him, I do not think it's his last Daytona race, so I'm not gonna really say it. I think he will probably do something at Daytona, Daytona 500 again, maybe Xfinity race. I just don't think it's his last race at Daytona. But for now, we have to take his word for it and say it's his last race, but I don't really think it is. And yeah, just one last mention to Ricky Stenhouse. I mean, this kid is done really well on the restrictor plates. He kind of stays in the weeds and doesn't really do much throughout the race, but then he shows up at the right time. And he shows up at money time, and he that move that he made on David Reagan was very impressive, and he deserves the win 100%. He has 2 wins now. He's gonna have 10 playoff points. Do I think he's going to really do anything in the playoffs? No. I don't think Roush has the speed in the cars to do anything. But you never know. If you can, get past round 1, because he has those 10 playoff points, if you can maybe get past round 1, get into round 2, win Talladega, you never ever know. But I don't think he'll be doing much in the playoffs, in my opinion. But yeah. Ricky Stenhouse wins the race. Guys, I thought it was a great race. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Go check out what's already on the channel. We are close to hitting 5,000 subscribers, which is pretty crazy, knowing that we just had I think we hit 4,000 a week ago. So I want to thank you guys for the channel really blowing up, and thank everyone for liking the videos and the support that you guys have been giving me. And also, I want you guys to comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the race. This isn't just a video that I'm making just to give out my opinion. I want your guys' opinion as well, and have a nice discussion down there in the comments. So hopefully you guys are having a great day, guys. I think that was a great race, and I will see you guys later. And yeah, I already said hope you're having a great day, so I'm kind of lost here, but I'm just gonna say peace out.
Even if I tried, even if I wanted to, and I can't change. Even if I tried, my love, she keeps me warm.